Wanted to get your thoughts on the apparent Western content creator misuse of Skeb, given how many people didn't seem to grasp the TOS, not asking about the drama itself, just the overall situation. I completely am tuned out of that. I don't give a damn. Not that I literally don't care, but like I haven't given a damn to read about it very much. I've heard vaguely about it. I will say there are plenty of people in the past that have misread the TOS. That's always been a thing, and many Skeb artists have been upset by that previously. For example, the whole site says you can't use this commercially. This is not a site for commercial commissions, yet I have seen people in the past, they don't do it that often, but I have seen them like get art through Skeb and then try to put it on, you know, a mug or whatever. And then the artist is like, oh, what do I do? And it's hard for them to reach out because they don't speak English, you know, and it's like a tough situation. Skeb describes itself very clearly as a site that is for personal commissions, and the nature of it is that you don't get a lot of revisions, etc., etc. Just follow the TOS. That's the TOS. That's all. I was asking, since you touched on the matter of commercial license stuff for our work forever ago. Yeah, basically the site doesn't touch commercial licensing because they don't want to touch that. So it's just for commissioning artists to draw things for you. That's it. Using commercially means selling it. Yeah, using it to generate profit. So for example, I have used Skeb quite a bit in the past, and if I wanted to use something for a thumbnail, I have said in my request when I initially send it into the artist, I have said, if possible, when you accept this, I would like to be able to use it. Like, I'm commissioning this so I can post it personally, but I'm also wanting to know if I can use it in a thumbnail, which a thumbnail is not the money generating thing. It's not the content that generates money. So usually they accept the request and that's fine. I've also sometimes had to DM an artist off site just to ask a question like, hey, can I use it for this? Because it's not specified in the TOS anywhere. And I just used DeepL translator and you know, they're usually like comfortable. They're glad that I reached out instead of just doing a thing, you know, but some of them don't answer. Some of them won't take messages not through the site, and the site doesn't let you message back and forth. It only lets you send an initial request. So the site is kind of designed in a way where you're not supposed to talk to each other. It's meant to simplify it and water it down. So if you need something more complex, just don't use the site for it. That's all. As for all the drama on that, I don't really know much about it. What I will say is water is wet on a lot of this. Right? That's how I feel on a lot of this stuff, and I've always said it. I also don't like that this is a scenario that I don't think will ever end. People like to pick on people that they think they can get to, people that they feel they can get under their skin. So when certain people make a mistake or do a thing that people don't like, they tend to go extra hard on those people because they get reactions out of those people, and it's just annoying to see people behave like that. They should just ignore when they don't like something someone did, like say your piece and then you're done. It's clearly just a lot of bad intent when people are on her. There's also a lot of misinterpretation and everything, and it's just like, I haven't even read that much about it. I've seen like some little bits, and even the little bits I've seen look so messy, and I'm like, yikes. So that's why I haven't really I don't really know too much about the details of it, because it just looks like a situation that everyone should just like shut up and move on from, kind of thing, you know? But I could be wrong, because I don't know. There's detail to it that I'm not privy to, because I haven't gone and read every little thing. So I'm just like, this looks annoying. This doesn't affect me. Okay. And that's kind of, you know, then I move on with my day. But yeah, I think when, like, if you need a commercial commission from somebody, yeah, don't use Skeb. It clearly says don't in its TOS, like the site-wide TOS. Yeah, VGen is good because they do let you clearly say, you know, if this is a commercial commission and what that means or not. But also just don't use artists in general that don't outline TOS clearly. And if you go in with a certain intent, you're like, I want to commission somebody because I want to put stuff on a t-shirt and I want to sell it through Teespring, right? Then when you commission them, you go, hello, it's me. I want art of me doing this thing. I want it to look like this. I want to put it on a t-shirt and I want to sell it through Teespring. Is that fine? Can I get rights for that? How does your commercial licensing work? You can ask the question, you know, like you just talk to people. It's just, I don't know, put some damn effort in, you'll be fine. You'll be alright. I also think, like, the only other thing I do know about that whole scenario is I don't think she was talking specifically only about Skeb, but people made it about that to the point where Skeb posted something. But I was pretty sure that that wasn't, like, even what she was trying to talk about. It was just also lumped in. But I don't know. Which, you know, this feels very similar to me when I complained about like people getting weird about graduations, and I wasn't talking about something that was a specific topic. I was just talking in general about like all of it. And ton of people were like, oh, so you're talking about this specific thing? And then they like started getting really upset over it. And I was like, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that at all. Could you apply it to that? Yeah, that too. But that's not what triggered it. I didn't even know about the news when I posted it. It was about older stuff, you know? And then I had people trying to like say crazy shit over something that I didn't even say, you know? So when I just see that situation, I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks like it's more of that. She never mentioned Skeb. She did in a reply at some point, because I keep, as much as I try to avoid drama, people keep replying to everything with screenshots of she said, and I'm like, dude, who cares? Okay. One person said something that you didn't agree with or you don't like, and then you make it your life's mission to repost it. Dude, just like unfollow or something. I don't know. Like, people can have thoughts and opinions on the internet, but God, at some point, just disconnect, right? And there's even stuff that I disagree with. I'm just not about to go bashing on somebody that I don't completely hate, you know? You could, instead of finding the next drama on Twitter to like get emotionally invested in, to read a lot about and start like, you know, replying to people about, you could just open Arc Raiders. Great game. So fun right now. You could just open Arc Raiders, you know? So like, when I see people spending like time out of their day on this, it's one thing if it's your first time seeing it and you're formulating your first ever opinion, whatever, right? When I see people like sharing information and writing these long replies, and I'm like, clearly you've spent so much time thinking about this, reading all different angles and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're spending hours of your day. Brother, just go play a video game, you know? Like, doesn't it make people really like just feel negative, feel bad when that's all they do? I don't know. I can't live like that, dude. He said, I don't choose what Twitter For You page show me. That's the problem. Don't use the For You page. I promise you, it's cancer. It's cancer. It's so bad. Don't use the For You page, okay? When you open X, when you open Twitter, and you go to home, there are tabs up at the top, okay? One of them's For You. Skip it. Next one is following. Use that one. And then when someone keeps posting drama or is like posting about other people's drama, don't follow them or mute them. If you want to follow but you don't want to see that stuff, mute. And you can curate your feed heavily. My like me the vtuber account, not that well curated, because I have to be able to interact with all these people because they're like in my industry, you know? But I've got another account that just follows I want to see, and I have a great time. I have a great time using Twitter on that account because it's curated, you know? I promise you, if you just spend time doing that, you can genuinely have a good time on the platform. Just don't use the For You page. Just don't. It's so bad.